7/15/2024. We're in Taigong's 6 Secret Teachings, Chapter 5, Leopard, Secret Teaching, Strong Enemies. King Wu asked Taigong, when leading our troops deep into enemy territory, we are confronted by the enemy. They are numerous while we are few. They use darkness as cover to assault our left and right flank, causing us to be fearful. If I want our attack to be victorious and our defense to be solid, what should I do? So this is when you have a strong enemy who's attacking your left and right flank. They're using the shadows. They're using the darkness. I would like to maybe liken this to the id, or Nietzsche's shadow self. We all have the what from the TV show Dexter is like the dark passenger in many ways. We have the capability to perpetuate great evil. We're all human and we all must recognize this within ourselves and then overcome it, right? We are overcoming our shadow. And so it is a strong enemy, the version of you that is not you, that is the evil, the antithesis of the good that you want to be in the world. So this is an interesting strategy. Let's read what Taigong says. They are called shaking invaders. That's interesting. Like you get like, oh man, it shakes you to your core. It is better for you to attack than defend. You have to actively attack the shadow that's trying to overtake you. Select strong soldiers armed with crossbows. Use chariots and cavalry on your flanks. Attack their front fiercely and attack their rear rapidly. Attack from outside and inside. Their soldiers will definitely be chaotic. Their general will be frightened and defeated. I would say that to use a biblical reference, not necessarily that I am religious in this sense, but Satan is an allegory for this shadow enemy. And if you attack him fiercely head on, he doesn't expect it and he will become chaotic because he doesn't expect many people to fight, right? Because he's very tricky in the way that he gets you to commit sin. King Wu asks, the enemy obstructs our front, attacks our rear rapidly, cuts off our elite troops, and severs our supply lines. Our front and rear lose communication, causing the army to be disturbed and chaotic. The soldiers have no will to fight. Officers are not motivated to defend. What should we do? So when the enemy obstructs the front, attacks the back, cuts off the elite troops, and severs supply lines. So your world is in disorder. Your head and body are not communicating. And now you are disturbed and chaotic, and you have no will to fight. Taigong says to this, it is wise of you to raise this question. In this case, be clear about your orders, right? You have to be precise and decisive in knowing what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. What kind of goals are you looking to achieve? What kind of outcome are you hoping to gain? Be clear about your orders for yourself, for your sovereignty. Deploy your strong and elite soldiers. You're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to deploy that part of you deep down that knows you can win and be triumphant. 2 men beat 1 drum. I like this. A lot of rappers like to talk about being cloned. I pretend to have the confidence when I'm working and bosses gave me nice little pats on the back saying, I wish we could clone you, Dave. 2 men beat 1 drum. You're going to have to be as 2 people affecting you, your vessel, your sovereignty. You're going to have to be vicious with your time management. You're going to have to attack your orders with discipline in order to defeat the shadow. Discover the exact location of the enemy, then attack externally and internally. Once you know what needs to be ousted, attack it with all the force that you have. Troops should carry secret codes to identify each other. When the troops have communicated the secret codes to each other, put out the torches and cease drumming. Act according to the pre-agreed plan. The entire army will attack rapidly and fight courageously. The enemy will definitely be defeated. King Wu said, brilliant. Right? Once you know that you have allies in the fight, this is good. Because we know that the fight is not just within ourselves. We know that there's an external fight as well against the shadow. And what is the proverbial shadow? And whether that's under the mantle of religion or politics or ethics or occult or whatever the mantle is, there's a good mantle and a bad mantle. And you can definitely achieve victory by uniting with others through the secret code. And I think in today's day and age, that just has to be trust.